Entitled Old Lady Gets Kicked Off Plane. Okay, so some backstory. When I was 12, my family and I moved to Maui. Wasn't the best experience, except for one thing: my cat, Maisie. I found her as a kitten in my backyard one morning and I fell in love. She's been my best friend since and the best cat I've ever had. Anyway, after a year, we decided to move back to the mainland, and my parents agreed to take Maisie with us. Alright, now to the story. FA flight attendant. L entitled lady. This happened about 5 years ago, so details might be a bit fuzzy. It was late at night, and we were just getting on the plane to go to the mainland. Me, my mom, and my brother were in 3 seats on one side of the plane, and my dad was on the inside seat on the other side of the aisle. My mom was holding Maisie, who was yowling because she was still a kitten trapped in a box in a loud, unfamiliar area. Poor thing. Lots of people were grumbling about the noise and saying that pets should be in the cargo hold, which pissed me off because that's how lots of pets die. My parents paid more than our own tickets for Maisie to be with us, so they could put up with it. That is, until Elle spoke up. Elle was sitting in the seat right in front of my mom. She turned around when she heard my cat, glared at my mom, and said, "I'm allergic to cats." My mom promptly moved my cat across the aisle to my dad. We brought some medicine to keep Maisie relaxed and more quiet, and my mom tried to tell my dad how to give it to her, but the people in the aisle wouldn't move out of the way. Eventually, a flight attendant intervened and asked for what the problem was. When Elle told FA that she was allergic, my dad and Maisie were moved all the way to the back of the plane. But here's where it gets good. FA to Elle, "Mom, are you going to be okay?" Elle, in a very haughty voice, "I don't know." FA, "Mom, I need to know if you're going to have a reaction or not." Elle, "I don't know. Animals shouldn't even be on this plane. Maybe they," she gestures to my family, "should get off the plane." FA, "I'm going to speak to the pilot." "One moment, Mom." The FA walks to the front of the plane while Elle grumbles. Her husband has been with her this whole time, by the way, not saying a word. My mom tries to apologize to the Elle, but Elle isn't having it. FA comes back and asks again, "Mom, can you be absolutely sure that you won't have a reaction during this flight?" Elle scoffs. "How am I supposed to know?" FA, "In that case, I'm afraid we will be escorting you off the plane." Yeah, Elle and her husband were actually escorted off the flight. Since she didn't give them a clear answer, they couldn't be sure if she was medically okay to fly with a cat on board. She tried to argue for a bit but ultimately gathered her bags and walked off the plane. Take that, old bag. Maisie is now 6 years old, and still as much of a kitten as she was when I found her. Sweetest cat in the world.